buy a dip on is this one, CAD yen. I'd like to buy that lower. So ideally, I'd like to see that come right back. Okay, so where are we? 8 o'clock. Oh, my clock stopped. One of my clocks has stopped, so I'll sort this out. Yeah, so I want a short up here. On this one. So you can see we just closed above, as we come into this session, we just closed above yesterday's low here. So just need to get higher on this one. Okay, so we're just testing yesterday's high on that one. Notice how we've sold at the 127 extension so far. Very tentative. I mean, that's a potential sell signal for me. So if you see something like 60, I would short that. It's come nicely off of yesterday's high at the moment. Let's look at the Dow, because it's a bit of an indicator. Yeah, so the Dow is right at this very interesting point here. Data today. All right, welcome everybody. Line the charts up. Not taking a trade. Just setting ourselves up. As I'll talk about my plan in a minute. We just check what data's out. So between now and 9 o'clock, we've got a lot of European data. We've got European services data at 9 and UK services data at 9:30, and then weekly jobs for US at 12:30 and 1:30. Busy day. Right, I'm looking to short this one. Last night's close was 9:07. I've got a bearish. We're sitting on weekly 50%. So I would like to see. I want to get short higher up, at least 900, if not 910. On that one, I want a dip on this one. Ideally, I'd like a dip into 180. I scalped oil yesterday. I didn't. I scalped oil into the this 48.10 area, and that is giving way at the moment. So I want to get short higher up in this one and long on a dip on the CAD. I mean, the fact that we're hitting 50% and holding suggests that we could potentially get right up to 920. That would be nice. So if we get services data at 9, that would be a good good entry. Right, I'm just going to let these markets settle down now. Let's just line off some of the ranges. Let's have a look at the DAX. We're not particularly interested in the DAX. Well, I am interested in the DAX if we can see 560 again. To be honest, I mean, it's all the dips are getting bought here, so yeah, maybe I'm just wrong about this, and it's just going to carry on up. So last week's high is a potential buy. So I talked about the CAD yen doing well yesterday, and that did have a good day. I partial gap fill would be a dip into 530, 525. This is just this dotted line yesterday's close, so that looks likely here. In fact, I am going to, if I can get to 550, I'm going to short this. I'm going to push it into 550. I'll grab a short and see if I can get at least a partial gap fill. The rest of the market's not doing much, that's okay. Why am I shorting this? Because I think we're at least going to come and test the trend line there. If we come down to 500 and hold 500, then that may bust up. Okay, I've got to get my clock fixed. I keep glancing up to my clock and it's stuck at the wrong time. Okay. Once I did trade around the Fed announcement yesterday, and I'll show you what I did in a minute. I had a good day actually. Oh, boring. Come on. Well, the fact they're not dropping it suggests this could be, this is where we blasted up from on overnight. In fact, let's have a look at the Nikkei for a bit of an indication. That is doing okay. We're back up to major resistance, and the Nasdaq is flat at the new high level, and the euro is pushing up, which is what I want. I will really want to get short at that 910. And that DAX is stuck. I mean, looking back at this breakup area, this could be a very interesting area, but if you want to buy it, I would wait. For the fact it's not moving here on yesterday's high makes me think that yeah, they're going to push it up. So ideally, a place to get short on this one would be about 560, 570. And really hoping this one dips nice and lower. And yeah, 180 will be a perfect place to get long this one. Okay, so at the moment this DAX is getting bought. That's that 15-minute is holding yesterday's highs. Now, that is normally an indication that we could see some of these upper levels. So, yeah, my preference is still on the short side, but this market is not ready to drop, I don't think. Okay, there's the 550 that I was looking for a short. Let's just give this a few minutes then. Let's see where we're at. We've got a lot of services data today, so if that services data is good, they might want to continue higher. Yeah, I mean, this 560 is very congested, so that will be, if I am going to get short, I don't want to signal up there. I'd love this to pop outside of the box, hit one of those fib levels, and then give me a short. Okay, I'm gonna grab a short up here and go and see if this is going to work. Ready? Spike higher and let's get short. Right, I'm going to try and get short around that 560 mark. 550 now. Can we push up? Happy to let this run up. Not seeing anything else I want to trade, so that's fine. So we'll watch this. Okay, so that's a good push up off this 540. Yeah, they definitely didn't want to sell it down there, did they? All right, let's see if we can push higher. So if you're a bull, 540 could have been an option for you. Let's see if I can get that resistance. No, I didn't see the debate. No, I was really tired last night after a really hectic day. I heard about the summaries of the debate. What did you think? Did Macron hold himself up well, or did Pen get one over him? All right, I am actually going to try a short here if we can't get through this 553, 555. Good. Okay. Right. Well, that's good. That's good to hear. Right. I'm short here. So I should have got short on a spike higher. I'm short here. Just looking for this to at least get back to 500. The euro is picking up, which I want. want to see that get into congestion. So my stop is above this fib high, this fib 127. I'm waiting for the day when ECB will talk about tapering. if I think even the mention of tapering from anyone in the ECB could send this DAX tumbling. But at the moment, it's looking as if it's going to push higher. Let's have a look. Maybe the market's buoyant because they watch the debate and they think 15-minute fib. Yeah, the 15-minute. So my stop is above this fib area here. Basically, my stop is above that resistance. So obviously I need this to close under 540 to work, otherwise this could just shoot up. The euro is picking up to 890. Coming to the half hour. The question in my mind is, have I been impatient and got short a little too low? That's what's in my mind at the moment. We do have a lower close in the 4 hour on the previous bar. Yeah, that's what was concerning me. Let's have a look. It looks as if we're coming in for a positive 15-minute close. Let's see. Keeping my eye on the other charts. Pound yen's only just under that 145. The pound has been pretty resilient. That 540 held. Looks like I'm going to get stopped. I was too impatient. I think I've got short too low. Let's see. We've got a tissue position on it anyway. Yeah, they're about to grab me. They got me. Okay. I'll have to stay out of that. That's annoying. I was suspicious about that. Yeah, nice. Got a buy signal on the floor of the OTRs. It's a bit silly of me, perhaps, to get short at that height. In the meantime, I'm happy for this euro to get higher. Yeah, that's a decent push, isn't it? It's going to fly now, isn't it? Held yesterday's high. Yeah, okay. My fault. Ignore the buy. Ignore the strength of that 540. That's going to make me look silly. Okay. I've done pretty well this week, but just not. On the oil, I bought this on the refinery trade in a minute. Let me just add into that. I literally bought this low after invents and took it out here. So I just scalped it for about 40, 50 pips. And then I did a little trade up here, but just didn't hang around and concentrated on the CAD yen. CAD yen I talked about yesterday as a buy. I talked about it down here, I think. No, where was I? Yeah, I talked about it around about here, I think. 81.70. Anyway, we had a good day. Started taking some off down here, and I'd love to get short. Love to get long at a lower level. DAX is gone a bit potty, and I'm on the wrong side of it, which is really, really annoying. I think I need to start leaving these indices alone, because every time I touch the indices in the last couple of weeks, I lose money. So I would love to see this one fire up now. So we've got data all over the place and still until 10. and then UK data at 9:30, haven't we? I think what I'm actually going to do is, because of my stop out, I think I'm going to have to just stand aside. Wow. This is on a tear. Right, I'm going to get rid of the short this. Let's see if we can do a gap fill. 20 will be great. So what I'm seeing in this is that, so I want to get short under that 920. And 9.7 is the gap fill. This one's important to me because I want to hold this, try and hold this into non-farm payroll. That's why I am making a case for this. We've got a sell signal on the daily here, got an engulfing bar on the daily, so I want to see a higher number. I'm going to try, if I can, even hold this into the weekend to get that gap fill, if I can get high enough. And I end up with a buffer into the weekend. If you look at this 60 minutes, we are divergent here. And we've got the MACD potentially crossing. So we're off the lows here. If I'm going to get short here, I want this to to be at a higher level. The DAX is not stopping. I'm really sorry about this. This is my performance on the indices over the last 2 weeks has been awful. I've not lost a huge amount of money, but I've lost. But I've taken. If any of you followed me, then I've taken you into a losing position, which is not what I'm here for. Back to the euro. I'm going to have to wait until the data's out on this one. The oil's not holding. I think that wants to see 47 next. Happy for that to do it, so it drags the CAD yen down. Right, let's see if we can get this higher. Yeah. I'll talk to you about how we can, anybody who's lost money on the indices, I'll talk to you about how you can make that back. I think one of the ways you can make it back is potentially getting a good position short on this euro. Yeah, I'm looking for 920 short, yeah. I hope it gets up that high. Certainly very congested here. We've rejected 900 so far. The euro yen is still pushing higher. This is looking like this would have been a good scalp long, wouldn't it? Could have got 20 pips out of this. I think you could, yeah, I think you could be right. Well, the data for the euro has not been. I think it's been patchy. Let's have a look. That's a bit crazy, isn't it? Euro area. Here we are. So we've had, in terms of, so a lot of this data is nice and green. Where are we? Wednesday. Yeah, German unemployment rate's 5.8. We've had GDP come in at 1.7. Yeah, so the data has been good. That's yesterday. So we're just waiting for services. We're looking for good services data at 9. Right. Okay. This is tradingeconomics.com, a good site to keep an eye on. Okay, I'm going to go quiet and see where we are at 9. Yes, if Macron gets in, he's yeah, a good European, isn't he? I think he sort of sees himself as a Trump figure, I think, which could be very, very good for the euro. And certainly the DAX has been good on dips. Well, I tell you what, you could, before the US Open, see if we see 550 for a fade. Yeah, do the good and just wait for the fade setup. Yeah, this euro, as you say, yeah, it's wow, on the wrong side of this. I'm going to wait till the data. Okay, I'm going to go quiet now and wait till the data comes out. More mild. Okay, that's interesting. That's good to hear your views. Adriana's saying that he's not a Trump figure. He's more mild, reconciliatory. Yeah, okay. I would. I haven't seen too much of him on television, but that's the impression I get. Wow, that 50%. Yeah, I'm sitting here on the wrong side of this market this morning. I've come in here with a bearish mood and not traded what I've seen and made a mistake. And that is, yeah, we are off to the races here. So we started seeing 500 hold last night. Yeah, it looks like the markets have held 500 overnight. We've come in and now they're pushing it higher. Okay. And the euro is back up to gap fill. I'm not going to start shorting this at the moment. If that wants to run higher, that's fine. Going to at least wait until this data is out of the way. Okay, this market has really taken me by surprise. I think one trade idea you might want to do is this CAD yen. I think this CAD yen could go as well. I'm just going to take a small position here. We had a decent 15-minute push. We're pausing. 82 is obviously better if we can get it. But in the meantime, I'm still looking to get short this one, but happy to let this run if it wants to. Right, I'm going to go quiet and wait until this 9 o'clock data is out of the way, and then look at the pound. Wow, that's a nasty fall into the open, and yeah, if the services data doesn't come up to scratch, this one could fall quite hard if the market doesn't like the services data. Maybe I should be looking for a short on this one and not the euro, because that euro is just on a tear and I'm sitting here waiting to short it. I do hope that goes to 190 at least. Right, I'll come back to that one. Patience. We need bucket falls here, and this is not stopping at the moment. Okay, I'll go off mic until 5:02. Okay, we have a euro that's just broken through yesterday's close and hit resistance with European services due in 3 minutes. I'm still getting ready to short this, but I will be patient. If there is no sell signal and we keep closing higher, then I'll just look for a short at 950 and possibly, who knows, maybe even 110. But I will just continue to be very patient. CAD yen is pushing up. I think that is an option. If in fact, I will just go and look at that now. Yeah, I think this CAD yen is going to push. So I'm just going to grab a position there. It's not the best entry, but I will see if we can get to 83. Keeping an eye on the euro. Not relenting. Recording is still going, isn't it? Yes. So I am basically banking on and looking for that to break. Wow, DAX is 600. CAD yen is pushing or beginning to inch up. This one is at a decent resistance level. Guys, I'm so on the wrong side of that DAX. Let's go and see what the data is. I don't normally do that, but we do want to see what it is. So European services has come in just narrowly above target. Right, I'm going to take this little resistance level off now in case. Let's just have a look at the fibs. So we are just pushing into this 20 now. That's because I've messed up on the DAX. I'm not trading that. If your question is now where for the DAX, well, it looks higher, but I can't take it because I've messed up on it, and I don't want to chase the market. I am long this CAD. Got a few pips in there, looking to see if that can push up. And just looking to see if I'm still looking to see if this euro can fail at this fib zone. Okay, so I am long the CAD yen, stopped out on the DAX and waiting to see if I get a sell signal on this. Primarily now because of this 60-minute zone. If we come back to 885 and hold, that will be a fade, and that will be the place to get long, I would suggest. So a plan for this one would be to just wait for that dip. The dip in, yeah, if the euro US dollar gets down to 80.85 and puts in a buy signal, a 5-minute buy signal, then I would suggest you might want to buy that and see if we can get back up to these highs. I am actually going to get short here. Okay. So I am short the euro, long the CAD yen, and that's it for now. Is that okay? Is that clear? CAD yen is pushing higher. Getting a bit of a push up in that one. And euro is still pushing higher. Okay. Right, I'll go quiet now until we get UK data out of the way. But that is what I'm doing. If you are seeing something, yeah, at the moment the pound yen is pushing up and the pound US is at resistance. Wow, that's a tough area of resistance. Look at the pound US. If that delivers a weak number, this could drop hard. In the meantime, the euro is stepping up. If we look at the daily on this one, you can see I'm shorting into this seller's bar yesterday with a MACD that's very high and stochastics that's very high, hoping that we get a good non-farm payroll number tomorrow to drag this back down to this support. So that's this is a longer term strategy. This is not a scalp. I'm hoping to hold this in overnight, and if it comes down to if you get a short signal and it comes down to 80.85, you might want to turn it, flip it. I'm taking a swing trade decision on this with a stop at these highs to see if we can come down to 700. Okay, just want to clarify that. This is my short, it's not a scalp, it's a swing trade with a big 44 stop based on that 60-minute fibs and the prospect for a strong non-farm payroll number, or a good non-farm payroll number. It doesn't have to be strong as long as it's good. Okay, I'm going to go quiet now until we get the UK data out of the way, and then I will talk to you then. Okay, here we are with just a few minutes to wait until the UK data comes out, and the UK data is okay. So the pound has actually filled that gap. This is and we're right on a very, very crucial 60-minute fib level from last week's price action. I would love to add to my dollar buys and short this. In the meantime, my suggestion for the CAD is working. Made 2 or 3 suggestions for that this week, so that's one way you could have built up money. One way you could have saved money is to not listen to me on the DAX. I don't often say that, but I'm just going to put my hands straight up in the air and say I have messed up on these indices this week. Like I said, my short on this euro is a swing trade. It is not a scalp. I'm looking for this to fail. So it's possible we may come back to that 950. What I'm really looking for is this to come back to 880 and fail. Okay, let's look at the pound. Now this 900 was the high after that big push up on the 18th. So let's see where this one wants to go. Couple of minutes to go. Let's see what this one wants to what this one wants to do. Okay, data due out any second. Very erratic move. I think it's good data, I'm not sure. Market doesn't quite know what to do. Yeah, it's all coming in pretty good. That's a good number on services. but the market is tipping. I think I'm just going to stay short euro and long CAD and leave it at that. The FTSE is a potential buy. That's a nice little buy signal down here after a push after 72.80. That's something you might want to consider. CAD yen is still looking better. Euro is very hesitant, but not selling. So I'm not touching the pound at this stage. But I am short euro, long CAD. Okay, any questions? This 880 could be getting bought. DAX is looking like we could want to see, kind of see 630, but we are at 200%. So it's lower probability, and certainly not out of the question, but lower probability. In other words, it's riskier because your risk-reward ratio is smaller. Euro is going against me at the moment. CAD is going for me, and this one is really hesitant. I know there's been an official meeting called at Buckingham Palace this morning. No news on that. Don't know if that's making the markets a bit hesitant. That's it for me. I'm just going to see if I can. This euro is not settling down. Looks higher at this stage, I have to say. Pound, we've got a lot of congestion above. But we might kind of see this 930 area if we can start closing above that 895. What do you think? And oil is potentially doing a three-wave pattern here. Potentially. I would prefer to wait until the US get to their desks, which is going to be at least another hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay, any questions? You're all very quiet. I am very interested in picking up a dip in this oil. I do think we may be about to see this pop up. So I would love to see 740, 750 again. Okay, if you want to stay logged in the room, I'll come back to you at top of the hour just for a final review of where we are. But at the moment, CAD is still pushing up nicely, and pound US is holding up at a very congested area, and my euro short is at the moment going against me. But I am holding on. Right, I'll talk to you in half an hour.